Welcome everyone back to week 8 of the PPL. This is the team analysis video for week 8, and we are facing NIdoqueens and the NIdoqueens Park Rangers. That's a lot of S's. So yeah, NIdoqueens Park Rangers. Before we go over his team, before we go over my team, we'll talk about his team for just a moment about the possible mons he can be bringing. So let's go over this fairly quickly. Timburrs. Oh, that's out of order. Hydreigon, Timburrs, Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Tentacruel, and Fernape, Rotomo, Azulf, and Steelix. So that's his team. We're going to be talking about my team fairly quickly. So let's talk about threats he has for my team. So Hydreigon, specially attacking either a choice specs or a life orb one, basically can destroy my entire team. Like, it outspeeds my Sylveon naturally, unless I run some crazy speed investment or am I scarfed. I could get a free Draco if he's like specs or anything, like a free swap into a Draco. It's a very strong mon and can destroy a lot of my team. There's some mons that can take it, and some mons that can't. But a Specs Draco does hurt quite a bit. Now Timburrs is a fairly bulky mon, can be specially or physically defensive. I've even seen some offensive sets before, but you know, I don't think he'd be bringing that. He'd probably most likely be bringing Timburrs as a physically defensive mon for Excadrill, because Excadrill kind of destroys almost his entire team, because it Mold Breaker breaks Levitate on Hydreigon, Tentacruel it destroys, and Fernape it destroys Rotom, hurts Azulf, destroys Steelix, I mean kind of, destroys Whimsicott, and Mamoswine. So, you know, I can do a Rock Slide to the Timburrs, but you know, what he doesn't know is that this stuff is going to be happening. So Mamoswine, I kind of don't even expect this thing to come unless, I mean, he's got plenty of rock swap-ins, but I don't have a lot to swap into some Earthquakes. I do have a Rotom Heat, but that's not going to appreciate a Banded Stone Edge or even Life Orb Stone Edge. Actually, I don't even appreciate a Sashed Mamoswine Stone Edge, so that's gonna be a problem. Even if I'm physically defensive, I think it does like 60%. And I don't like that. I don't like the odds there. The next mon who I'm for sure that he will be bringing is the Whimsicott, because it literally can hit my entire team super effectively, barring Sylveon, Excadrill, and what was the other one? Not Scrafty. Can't remember. But it literally hits my entire team. Extremely. Oh, Rotom Heat. So literally hits my entire team. My technically I have a couple swap-ins for this because I can take some hits, but I can't risk Giga Drains or anything, because if he brings a Life Orb variant of Whimsicott, I don't know if he'd run like U-turn or something, but Giga Drain or even freaking sub Leech Seed crap would be so annoying, because I don't have much for it. It would just be frustrating, because this thing can actually destroy my entire team, which is why my first mon is built the way it is. Tentacruel can be his rapid spinner, but he also has Timburrs to defog, which is pretty good. It could also set up toxic spikes, but I'm not too sure he wants to bring Tentacruel, because Sylveon, he would probably bring a specially defensive one for Sylveon, but even then it doesn't take a Psyshock at all. So yeah, and Fernape is basically destroyed by Sylveon. I think this thing gets like a Bullet Punch or something. I think it gets some move to take on Sylveon, but I can't remember. I'd have to look into that. But I do have to be careful of that, because you know, Focus Ash, Endeavor, and Fernape's horrible. I hate that thing. And also, Choice Banded one would be kind of bad for me too. Rotomo, also something I'm kind of predicting to come. If it doesn't come, well, I don't have to worry too much about my low tech having to be forced to swap out a lot. Now Azulf is another mon that my first mon is prepared for, so it'll be really nice to get this. And if he brings Azulf, because Azulf has been doing really well for him the past week, if he does, you know, I can kind of handle it, even if it's like choice specs or choice scarf or something like that. I don't know. Even nasty. I don't know if I could handle nasty plot. Don't think so. Steelix. I know for sure that he is bringing a specially defensive Steelix to take a choice specs hyper voice from my Sylveon, which I am bringing because his entire team does not appreciate choice specs Sylveon at all. So let's go over my team. I don't want to look for a battle. Here is my team. The first mon is Sneaky Snake the Scrafty. At level 50, of course, he's holding the Roselli Berry, which prevent or have super effective damage of fairy type moves. Now, here is where I want to set up with bulk up. However, this is also a countermeasure for Whimsicott and possibly the Azulf. If he brings both of them, I don't know what I can handle the Azulf and I can handle the Whimsicott, but this mon is basically tailored to handle one of them and destroy it with either knockoff or a poison jab. Oh, or a drain bunch on Steelix, but you know, I'd set up bulk ups. Yeah, so he's running 240 HP, 28 attack, and 240 special defense. So with a careful nature and the Roselli Berry, I'm able to take, I believe, Dazzling Gleam from a Life Orb. Azulf does about 48 to 56% with a Dazzling Gleam. And Whimsicott, I think it doesn't kill, but it brings me down fairly low. I think it does like 80% max. Not too sure. But I'll be able to take it and respond with a poison jab or knockoff. So that would be amazing. Do some work. I really like Sneaky Snake. I really like Scrafty in general. He's just a really cool mon with the crazy bulk and super nice setup moves. And that's just what I enjoy. A little bit slow and the move pool isn't the greatest. But you know, I can work with it and it's one of my favorite Pokemon. Next is, of course, the Choice Spec Sylveon. Icarus the Sylveon destroys pretty much anybody's team with this. I'm running 252 HP, 252 special attack, and 4 speed just in case. Yeah, I want to outspeed something, which won't even matter. I could just add that to defense or special defense, but you know, it doesn't matter to me. Of course, the modest nature. I'm running Hyper Voice, Side Shock, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Ground if I want to catch his, like, I will, his first swap into a Hyper Voice as soon as I bring Sylveon in is gonna be Steelix. I'm pretty sure of that, especially defensive Steelix or even Assault Vested Steelix, but if I can catch him with a Hidden Power Ground, that's gonna force him to swap out. I guess I could try and run Hidden Power Fighting, it would do the same thing, and also hit Hydreigon super effectively, but you know, I also have Hyper Voice for that. But you know, HP Ground could do a thing, but maybe I should change it to HP Fighting. I don't know. Well, it's good for now. I've already gened all my mons, so it's all good. Next, we're bringing the staple, always the same on our team, Milotic Leftovers. Marvel Scale, 248 HP, 252 defense, and 8 special attack with the bold nature, Scald, Ice Beam, Recover, and Toxic. This is just made to take hits from any of his physical attackers, which he does have, I wouldn't say an abundance of, but the ones he does have, it takes fairly well. Like I said, Rotom, Whimsicott kind of destroy this thing, and Tentacruel can kind of wall it. Sure, yeah, but if I can catch his Mandibuzz on the swap in with an Ice Beam, that'll do a decent amount of dragons on a decent amount of damage to the Mandibuzz if he's not specially invested. And Hydreigon will not be appreciated in Ice Beam. Toxic's just there to get mons on the swap in, like Azulf or Rotom or, you know, Any mon except for Steelix and Tentacruel, basically. Maybe in Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz could be a definite swap in. So, yeah, let's go on to the next mon. Wake and Bake the Rotom-Heat. I'm running a Choice Scarf variant this week with 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed. Dark Pulse, I just wanted a coverage move, possibly to hit the Azulf if he, if he brings Choice Scarf, it's gonna outspeed me anyways, but, Dark Pulse is there just to get some damage off on it. It doesn't hit a lot on his team for super effective damage, but if the Azulf does come in, Dark Pulse is there to do damage. And then there's Volt Switch for the initiative, Thunderbolt to do damage, and of course Overheat to take out Rotom, Steelix, Whimsicott, and do a lot of damage to Mamoswine, even though it has thick fat. It'll probably take it, but you know, it's nice. Now, here's an interesting mon that I'm bringing this week, Latios. It's a Light Clay Latios with Reflect, Light Screen, Psyshock, and Dragon Pulse with 252 HP, 4 special attack, and 252 in speed with a timid nature. With this set, I want to be able to take hits from Hydreigon, so whatever the fuck its name is. If I can get a Reflect and a Light Screen up, I will take hits better. I could also set up with Scrafty behind them. Possibly do a lot of damage. It'll prevent Infernape from doing a bunch of damage, and you know, help me a lot. He won't be expecting this. Almost nobody brings this, especially in OU. I don't know why this is considered an OU set, but it totally is. Probably because Latios is always an OU mon. You know, it'll work. Next, we're bringing, of course, Assault Vested Goodra with a Calm Nature, 252 special attack. Oh, I mean not special attack. 4 special attack, 252 special defense, and 252 HP with the Sap Zipper ability and Assault Vest, of course. Draco Meter to do major damage. Sludge Wave to take out the Whimsicott if he's predicting. I guess Ice Beam does damage to the Whimsicott, but at the same time, a Sludge Wave will OHKO it, I believe. And Earthquake just to catch mons who are especially defensive physical side, like possibly Tentacruel, or even get Infernape with the super effective damage, or even Steelix, who if he's special defensive, kind of walls this thing. So yeah, and you can like go for a Toxic and probably mess up Moisturizer the Goodra's day. But that's my team for Raikou. I will have a link to his channel in the description below, and you know, go check out my previous videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.